Great.
What part of the West Coast were you guys in?
So we were in San Diego. We played for a festival called Carnival of the Arts, and it was...
Which they have an East Coast one, too.
They do.
That's ran by mostly the same people. We played Carnival of the Arts last September.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Which is super fun. Yeah. They did a few shows out to the West Coast. Did you join them for all of them?
No, I had to work.
Yeah.
So.
You flew out there, right?
I did. Yeah.
How was the flight?
Are you afraid to fly?
No, it was good. It was just long, but
nobody snored, no crying babies. Nobody brought like 4 dogs on the plane or something. Okay.
I was just the most annoying person with that big violin on my back.
Oh, nice. That's not that bad.
No, it was good. We all had a great time, and
no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Where was it at in California?
San Diego?
Yeah, San Diego. Yeah, right next to the Mexican border. We saw the Border Patrol flying over all the time. It was just in the middle of the desert. It was great.
Yeah, that's the warm part of California.
Yeah.
What was the scene like? What was it like there?
The scene was very interesting. It was at a place called The Colony.
Okay.
So there are people that actually live there full time, but they open it up for people that want festivals or just people they call nomads, just kind of want to live off the grid a little bit. It was nice. The stage was in front of a big rock mountain.
I saw some pictures.
Did you see that?
Yeah. I checked out. Yeah, I saw all your stories too.
Yeah.
It looked pretty trippy out there.
It looked really fun. It looked like quite the experience.
Was that your first time being on the West Coast for a gig?
For a gig, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We
have yet to get there, and it looked like a good time.
It was a good time. One night, a band actually climbed the mountain to the very top and played acoustically up there.
Oh, cool!
And that was interesting. Couldn't hear them, but they looked neat.
Did the band tell you anything crazy about their ride out there? Anything of note?
The bus broke down a few times.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a long trip.
Yeah.
So that was frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of one of the tough parts about being in a band.
Yeah. Everybody got to know each other a little too well, I think, at some points, but.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm sure that's a lot of different personalities traveling around in a van together. Oh, we're lucky to know each other. I mean, our band's Spoiled Rotten. We all went to high school together.
Yeah,
we've intentionally chose to sit in a van.
We've broken each other. So
100%.
So now we're just all right, I've accepted this is who you are.
Yeah.
And I will adjust.
So to move on from tour stuff and talk more about the actual album itself, where did the band record that? Because I've listened to it on Spotify. I listened to it a bunch before this too, just to prepare. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
First off, it's super good. It's the first time I actually sat down and listened to the whole thing. I've checked it out before, but not with the same attention that I gave it. Yeah. Now that you were
the same listening ears.
So I really put a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was awesome. I was curious where the band recorded it.
We recorded it. Our guitarist Mitch.
Okay.
At his house, actually in his barn.
Nice. We recorded our first album in a barn. Everybody seems to do that. I think barn rock needs
People
to be
look at you
thing.
like a barn.
I think barn rock should be a thing, and I think it should be because every band that I know that's recorded in a barn, they recorded music that shouldn't have been recorded. People are like barn rock, they're gonna think
acoustic or something,
acoustic stuff or something bluegrassy or something. And I'm like, no, every barn band I know takes 7 styles of music, fuses them into one, and then throws it out there. They're the new garage band.
Yeah.
Because the new garage band is has no parameters, because they're not thinking I have to sell to the Foster the People crowd, or I have to I don't know. I get that vibe out of a lot of.
Well, now everybody filled their garages up with storage and emptied their barns out, so we have nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Right.
His barn's pretty nice. He has carpet on the ground and
So it doesn't feel like a barn.
It doesn't. You would never know.
So he's got a pretty nice studio.
It's really
nice. It sounds like it. It does not sound like it was recorded in a barn.
No,
to say the least.